Hey, what's going on guys, it's Bertrude. Today we're doing something a bit different. We're going to be taking a special look at a certain weapon, and that weapon is the regalia of Earchade? I'll tell you what, I'm just going to call it the regalia straight sword. So the dual straight sword setup in general came out particularly strong after the patch, but there's something about the regalia straight sword that I think a lot of people are still overlooking, and that's the Ash of War. With the changes to the poise and the way you can stun people after the first hit, it's become a lot easier to catch people in the full charged up combo and the follow up hit afterwards, and you can make it do a hell of a lot of damage. I put together a build that I really suit these weapons. This is pretty much just my Blood Eagle build from the last episode, but with the high investment into Arcane, it really just suits these swords down to the ground. You can see from our flasks and our talisman slots that I've really just kitted this build out to try and get the absolute most from our consecutive attacks and the Ash of War. And that's it guys, bit of a short intro on this one. I'm going to keep it nice and brief and get straight into the action. And on this one I'm going to jump in every now and then and give you a bit of commentary over the invasions. Anyway guys, you lot sit back, relax and enjoy the video. So this first invasion gets us off to a really strong start and demonstrates how powerful the Ash of War and these swords really are. Our opponent's coming at us with some dual katanas, another setup that came out really strong after the patch, but you'll soon see that they're no match for the strength of these swords. Our opponent's decided to run and he's led us around the back of the shack, where for some reason his buddy is lying in wait disguised as a plank of wood. I don't really understand why, it's a bit strange, but it doesn't really matter because the Ash of War and the sword leads us to a strong victory. I've got to give a shout out to this host. After using these swords, it became quite clear that if you catch someone in the full combo plus the follow-up slash, they often don't survive. So this guy's clearly levelled his Vigor, although he is fat rolling, so the outcome to this invasion was inevitable eventually. There's just no excuse for fat rolling. I respect the guy, he levelled his Vigor, fair play, but come on, never fat roll. This invasion was one of my highlights of making this video. This guy I've invaded is actually one of my friends. I've invaded him quite a few times in this part of the map, and he's got the better of me on more occasions than I'd like to admit. But we always have a nice chat afterwards. He's a fan of the channel, which I appreciate massively, and he's overall just a good guy, so this was a really fun invasion. This moment with the Ash of War is actually a really good example how if you have high poise, you are still capable of rolling away from that second slash. So fair play to this man, he levelled his Vigor, he's got good poise, he managed to get away from the full combo. Then I managed to pull a nice parry out the bag to get the victory after another hard fought battle. GG's buddy, I'll see you next time. Next up, we've got a good invasion against the duo in the Night Sacred Ground, and as always, if I can when possible, I go straight for the summon. However, you can see there that he's using a heavy axe, and he actually poised through our attack when we tried to launch our Ash of War. That's just something to bear in mind if you're going to give these weapons a go. The Ash of War can be interrupted. This was really nice play from the host. He got a good grab on me and it put me on the back foot. but it was being a bit too direct and I could see that he wanted that second grab, so it made it quite easy for me to read and I managed to catch him on the Ash of War and get the kill. I've really come around to the change they made in the patch, giving us a wider backstab window. Backstab fishing is never something I really went for before, but since the patch it's something I've tried to feature in my game more and more. You can see here in this invasion I'm trying to go for the backstab, but it doesn't quite work out. However, it's something I'm going to work on more in the future and I'm going to try and feature it more in my future invasions. I spot my opportunity to get the jump on these two, who are both rather preoccupied saying hello to each other. I get some good early damage in on the guy with a great shield, but the host comes back at me with some big damage of his own and it forces me to back off. With someone who's been quite passive and just letting those bubbles out every time I get near him, but you've got to respect the damage. That Ash of War can do some big work if you get caught in it. So I try and goad him into fighting me one-on-one. And eventually I get what I want, he stops using the Ash of War and he faces me like a true warrior. With the summon taken care of, it's down to a one-on-one between me and the host and we take him out quite easily. But that also shows how stacking the damage buffs on the consecutive attacks works really well for the normal attacks on the swords, not just the Ash of War. This particular invasion was a really scary 3-on-1. These guys were being super aggressive, constantly applying pressure, constantly coming at me. I knew the only way I was going to get out of this alive was if I could capitalise on them being overly aggressive and catch one of them in the Ash of War, turning it into a 2-on-1. I go for the Ash of War a few times and miss, but eventually one of the group makes a mistake, gets overly aggressive, separates himself, and he leaves himself open for the kill. And just like that, it's a 2-on-1. That's the second summon taken down, now it just leaves the host. Unfortunately for this host, this invasion turned into a lesson about leveling Vigor. He's clearly not got enough. You can see I could have taken him out way earlier, but I thought, let's have a bit of fun. maybe a bit disrespectful on my behalf, but these invasions, you know, you got to make them learn one way or another. Level your vigor, guys. The old classic punch to the face after the parry. I just couldn't resist that one. And that's enough fun. It's time to put this host out of his misery. Hopefully you learned a lesson. Level that vigor. You might survive a bit longer in these invasions. Anyway, it was a good effort from him. GG's. And this is the last invasion for the video, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, if you liked the commentary over the top of the invasions. It's something different that I don't usually do, but I thought I'd try something different. Well, it's a different type of video focusing on the Regalia straight swords. Either way, I've had a blast. Like I say, let me know, then I know whether to try this type of thing again in the future. Anyway guys, I just want to say thanks for being here, thanks for watching, thanks for the constant support. I really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, you like the content, maybe consider subscribing. I'm trying to do a big push towards 1,000 subs, and that would just absolutely blow my socks off. Anyway guys, thanks for watching again, take it easy, and I'll see you next time.